All right, bang. Today is Monday. It's June 10th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports Snake Draft Monday. Today we are drafting trios, as you saw by the title. We're joined on Zoom by Rico, Bosco, and Captain Cons. Cons, we'll start with you. How you been? It's been a while, I feel.
It's been good. Is my last appearance a W for a year?
What were you on the
recall.
fall thing? I think the fall draft was your last one, maybe.
No, I thought these two were together for the last one.
Rivalries.
Rivalries.
Rivalries, yeah.
That was
Wait.
before that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I won two before that. But yeah, no, I'm good. Happy to be here. Always happy to be here. Living out in the suburbs now. I think the last time I was still in Hoboken. Now I'm in the suburbs and doing that dad life, mowing the lawn, taking care of my daughter.
Now I know for sure because your big birthday's coming up, right? And you talked about how you wanted the next one to be a big party. What was it again?
Yes.
Can you fill us in?
My 40th. My 40th is coming up in October. And we actually have I don't know, because this is kind of crossing lines for Rico. I don't know any other establishments he might have gone out to down the Jersey Shore other than DJs. But Rico, are you familiar with the Pat Roddy Band?
No.
I got Pat Roddy Band, and anybody listening to this knows Jersey Shore, knows they're a good time. So I got the Pat Roddy Band coming to my house. So you guys can all come. You're all welcome. You're all invited.
All right.
But we're doing that in the fall.
I won't be there.
I like the invite, though.
Yeah.
So what if we made it, can you and Dave split the birthday?
Yeah, what day is yours?
Joint birthday party?
October 15th. When's yours, Dave?
The 30th.
His birthday's a Tuesday.
Yeah, birthday's a Monday.
All right.
It was Monday, 1984 that I was born. My birthday's a Monday.
You got a good birthday, Dave. You got a Friday birthday.
How do you know this?
What do you mean? So what day is it this year?
I don't know.
Or I think this year it's a Saturday. Halloween's a Sunday.
That sounds right this year, yeah, because when it falls on, when Halloween actually falls on, it's a big deal.
I can't. These too easy. I can't do it.
I mean,
I know what you're doing.
I thought it was impressive.
Too easy.
He should have kept going.
Yeah. Bosco, how we doing?
I think he was right, though.
Good, just in the grind. You know what I mean? I actually will have turned 37 after this debuts.
Oh,
Oh, your birthday's this weekend?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Fucking absolute zero.
It's depressing,
37?
isn't it, Rico?
What?
It's depressing.
30,
isn't it?
yeah. I'm just basically waiting for 40. Which is
everything.
And then you're basically waiting for
Guys, we're just waiting to die.
Yeah.
It's kind of where we
Crazy.
are now.
Because
everything after 21
can't
is a
tell
big nothing
you-
burger.
I mean, this is not an insult, and because I'm right there too. I can't tell you how old I thought my mom was when they had her 40th birthday, or like little kids being like, "Oh, it's a 40th birthday," or you would go to Party City and you would see the 40 and the over the hill and all that shit. You're like, man, they're old. I'm like right there. So
They were.
Sucks, man.
They were.
It's great. It's crazy. In my mind, I still feel like I just turned 22, but I'm 37, so it is what it is.
Wait, and Cons, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, the big debate was that isn't your kid's birthday in October too, or something like that?
No. I was gonna celebrate in the summer, so I didn't overlap with college football, and then I realized that was just stupid. And you guys convinced me of that, and you were all right. It was stupid.
I imagine you have a decent sized yard, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a little tip.
Mm-hmm.
You get one of those 16-foot projections, the inflatable ones.
Yeah,
with the projector, you'll be the hit of the party.
All right. I
Put
like
the
that
college.
idea.
Put the college. You get the YouTube TV. Put the college football on. You got 4 games. Even though you're only watching, guys run up each other's ass on CBS Sports at 11 a.m.
That game's at noon. We need the
conversation.
afternoon game. The 3:30 and the 7 o'clock slate.
Don't let them shit on the wing tee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, it win. Our offense wins us a lot of football games.
Not
so I'm happy
not
with it.
recently though. Not recently.
What are you talking about? Not recently.
What'd they do
Who's got
last
the Commander-in-Chief's trophy right now?
Yeah, did you make a bowl game?
Stole it from Air Force.
Yeah, you did.
Stole it from Air Force. I'm sorry. That wasn't even
Air
close.
Force
That game.
I know they should have won it. I know.
How
Air
can
Force
you say they
is-
should have won it? We were up
Because Air Force
20
I think Air Force has been better the last couple of years. That's a side tangent, but
All right. Yeah, that's a tangent we could go on for quite a while, so I'll stop.
All right, we could get into it. Trios is the name of the game today. Rico, Lance has the number 1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it?
3.
No.
Cons.
Ooh.
2.
No.
Chief.
5.
No.
Dave.
4.
Oh,
1.
yep.
I'm going to go fifth.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to go fifth.
Spicy.
1 through 4, Rico.
3.
No.
Cons.
2.
Yep.
I'm going to go 1 because I don't know which way this draft is going to go. And I just always think if you got the first pick, maybe you got a shot.
Okay.
1 through 3, Chief.
3.
No.
God damn. You can't pick 3 one time when it's a trio draft?
No, he's not picking 3.
Dave.
2.
Yeah.
2, 3, or 4.
I'll just go 3.
Okay. Rico, 1 or 2?
1.
Yep.
2 or 4?
I'll go second. I think me and Cons are going to put a run on a certain topic if I'm doing the math correctly.
I'm interested to see where Rico goes here because famously in the sequel draft, you took a lot of right turns. Or left turns, I should say.
By the way, sorry, really quick. That should reminded me. Rico, didn't you take the New Testament?
Fuck yeah. The best sequel of all time.
That's like what started this.
I think I took World War II and I took Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
It was a clinic.
He put on a show.
They were all on my board.
I started to think outside the box.
Yeah, it's true. And that's what like shot the show up to the stratosphere.
No, don't say that.
In a way it was when that was the first ever guest, right?
He was the first ever guest.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first ever one.
No, it wasn't the first one, but that was the first one with the guest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but before we get into the draft, I want to talk to you guys about our favorite ticketing app. Last week, big game time week for me. Lance, you and I and White Sox Dave went to the Crosstown Classic here. Cubs Sox. We had great seats. We owe it all to game time. So that's second row because you get those price drops last minute. They go down by as much as 60%. So always have the game time app open. And I went to James Taylor at Ravinia. That's what the summer is about. It's about baseball and it's about concerts. And when you have the Game Time app, they've got you covered for them all. So go to gametime.co to download that app. They have flash deals for sudden discount, zone deals when you're feeling flexible, and their lowest price guarantee means that if you can find the same seats for less anywhere else, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So you shouldn't have to worry about when you're buying tickets for your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets to all sports, music, comedy, theater events near you. So get on Game Time. And if you use the promo code DOGWALK, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. That's a couple of beers for you and your fellas date, whatever you're taking to these concerts. So again, download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Terms do apply. Get out to Wrigley, get out to Citi Field, get out to Yankee Stadium, Fenway, wherever you're living, wherever you're watching this, make sure you're on Game Time to get those tickets that you need.
All right, let's do it. Trios draft underway. Cons, you're up.
Okay, I am either going to get praised for this pick or told, no, you can't do that. There's no in between here. But when Eddie said to me trios, he gave me an example, and then I just started thinking. But anyway, I'm going to go football, wings, and beer.
Sure.
I'll allow it.
Sure.
All right. Now that really opens up Pandora's box for this draft. But I mean, come on. Whether it's college football on Saturday, NFL on Sunday, you're with your buddies, you're all at the bar, you got football on the table. You don't even have to worry because somebody's just going to order enough wings for the table and the pitchers just keep coming. The buckets of Miller Lights keep coming. I mean, those three together are really unstoppable in the fall.
Nah, I'm okay with this box opening, but I want to be a little strict with this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
in my defense, you gave me no parameters.
No, I know, and I think it qualifies.
Nobody's vetoing. It wasn't on my board just because it's like you would never like list it with some of the other like classic trio.
Yeah, you don't think of them together really.
But they do fit together. They do complement each other. I think it's fine. 1-1.
Yeah, Chief took it right out of my mouth. I think.
But here's the thing.
I wish he took a standard pick because now this puts the pressure on me.
No, see, I don't think so. I think if you just want to.
Yeah, I mean, there's a obvious one out there.
Yeah, you want to do it?
I guess
Rico?
we're gonna find out if there is.
Yeah. It just Cons knows what he's doing. You get football on this graphic.
No, he knows what he's doing. I got some.
He's
of
a
those
pandering fuck, is what he is.
Yeah,
I'm not
I pick ahead of
pandering.
him.
Pandering would be, if I was very much into, I don't know, ballet, and I'm talking about football.
Right.
This is my wheelhouse for
All right.
many years of my life.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, Bosco.
You wanted football on the board, though. I'm
Yes.
surprised you didn't go like high school, college, and NFL football trio.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Oh shit. All right, I'm gonna go chalk because it's like best available. I think when you say trios, the biggest trio that's ever referred to is the Three Musketeers. Go look at those. Those three guys. They're like the Three Musketeers. I don't even like the Three Musketeers, but just the significance of three people hanging out. Oh, look at these idiots. They're like the Three Musketeers. The Three Musketeers. You have to go with the three. There's personal picks that I think are better, but I'm going with the Three Musketeers. I have to take that. I think in terms of trios, it's got pop culture reference.
Who wrote it?
Yeah.
Who wrote it, Rico?
No idea. I have no idea.
Can you give me
Alexander Dumas?
A dumbass.
Oh, dumbass wrote it? Well,
Yeah,
either way,
yeah.
I kind of have to take it. I have to take it.
I think this pick kind of stinks, Rico.
Okay.
Tell me why.
Chief has been doing this new thing where he's laying the groundwork so he gets in the poll.
This is not the way I thought you would go. I specifically asked for you to be on this draft because I like the way that your brain's thinking, and this one is just like
There's one that
chalky, chalk.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Should I take it?
I don't know what you're thinking about.
I think there's one.
For what it's worth, Rico, I had
he-
Three Musketeers on my list. It's omnipresent.
If he takes what I wanted to take, I'm gonna be upset.
Listen here, like I'm gonna defend your pick. The saying has stood the test of time.
Sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's omnipresent.
How much do you think that the Three Musketeers is helped by the candy bar? For just
Probably.
I think it helps it a ton these days, just because I don't think many kids probably even know the story of the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
They know the reference, though. I feel like.
Yeah, but they probably don't know where it comes from.
Well,
They just
there's
kinda
a
say
lot
it.
of things like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Any group of any time, like every person in this room with your two buddies, you have been called this before.
Yeah.
It's just a fact.
We've never,
Also-
the three of us haven't been called that.
I'm sure someone has.
I hope they don't.
Yeah.
I
Don't
don't like
that.
the French.
And there's the
French
Steve
are
Martin,
pussies.
Chevy Chase, Martin Short movie.
That's
Yeah.
the Three Amigos,
No,
sir.
that's Three Amigos.
I'm
so
an idiot.
You are.
Don't
there
tip
is
tipping picks.
there is a movie about this, but that's Three Amigos.
There is a movie about it with Kiefer Sutherland and Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm a dumbass.
There's a Ryan Adams song in that movie. That's
Alexander
pretty good.
Dumas.
White Sox, Dave, you're up.
I'm not gonna take the Painter Pig and steal from Rico. I'll see if Chiefkin wants to do that, but I am gonna go outside the box. I'm gonna go rock paper scissors.
Oh, that's a good
I
one.
had
I
that.
like that a lot, Dave. Rico. That's the type of pick. That's
All right,
a
we
Rico
got it. I'm
brain
off the
pick.
ball. Now I'm just picking what I want to pick. This is great.
Can you be honest with me for real right now, Dave? Was this from your brain or did you read this somewhere?
No, it's on. I
Okay.
obviously Googled shit.
Okay.
So
You gotta
right straight
remind
from my
yourself.
brain, but yeah, you got to
That's
remind
fair.
yourself.
You got to Google shit and then you put it all in a
Yeah,
list.
I saw it in it because I was struggling. Obviously, you know all the chalky chalk ones. This one was deep in a Reddit thread, so I was very confident no one else would have it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good pick, though.
Great pick. I love the pick.
Settle
Was not
any,
on my
it settles
board. Yeah.
any argument between men on
Yep.
Earth.
Yeah.
It's like that and hand-to-hand combat, and that is it.
Are you straight up or best of three?
Best of three.
Best of three. I would agree.
Gotta
And
go
I'm-
best
So,
of three.
so it's kind of a trio on a trio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, true.
Have they ever tried to add a fourth?
No, you can't add a fourth.
But people are always trying to throw. Remember, Bop It was only 3, and then they changed it to fucking.
Yeah, that's not
a
the
bunch.
same thing, but like, because everything has to be able to beat the other thing. So if you have 4, then it's not going to work.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a good point. Movie Tremors, rock rips through paper. I don't know if anyone's seen Tremors.
It's it's in a Seinfeld skit too with
Yeah.
him and midget Mickey.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
paper
and you
doesn't
know what? A
beat
lot of rock paper scissors going on when you're watching football, drinking beer, and eating wings.
Your party sounds lame if you got guys just settle on doing rock.
Unless you're
paper,
like,
scissors at the
gambling
bar.
on it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking.
Chief, you're up.
All right. I guess I'm the only good Catholic to bet yet. I'm
This is
taking our Lord and Savior, his Father, and whatever the Holy Spirit is. I've never been able to figure that one out, but I'll take the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
That's a rookie move thinking this was coming back to me.
Yeah, ridiculous.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Glad you got three Musketeers, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Rico, I really thought.
Yeah,
I
really
forgot
thought you
you're
were
a
taking that.
holy roller. I knew Cons is a holy roller. I forgot you're a holy roller.
Yeah. And
Eddie's long since kicked religion to the curb. He might as well be
failed
a holy.
religion.
Yeah, he
failed
failed
religion.
religion.
He's
class.
out. So
Yeah.
I did the math, and I was like, all right, if I could get through Cons, then I think it's coming back to me. I didn't realize you had 2 picks.
Talk
That's just
about
bad
value.
management. Listen, let me
Getting
tell you
the
though.
Savior of the world, the guy who died for all
I
our
don't wanna
sins,
tip-
4th overall. Woo!
I don't want to tip picks, but there's a lot of fucking Catholic picks out here. So I think I'm going to walk away with another like strong power forward or offensive guard and be fine in my religion department.
They're all bending the knee to our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, I think I got a good one too.
All right. So yeah, Holy Trinity feels great.
Congrats.
Right from underneath Rico's nose. Tough.
I'm going to take this as the one I think Dave was referencing, and I think you're going to clap back at me and say it's similar vein to the Three Musketeers, but I don't think so. It's the Three Stooges.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I think it could have gone 1-1.
Yeah, I think like stooge
Yeah.
is a word that should make a strong comeback at some point.
He's a fucking stooge.
That's a good word.
I like it. Yeah.
Stooge.
I don't
is
think it
good.
ever really left.
No, you don't hear
You don't hear
stooge.
stooge.
You're a fucking stooge.
Yeah, I
Dave, we
guess,
should call you
I guess
stooge
not.
Often. We should absolutely call
I am
you
a
that
little
word
bit of a
often.
stooge.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. All right,
Classic.
I'm
Did
in
your
on
dads
this.
watch it?
Let's bring Stooge back.
Did your dads watch it?
My dad watched it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I grew up.
Yeah, my
watching
dad
it,
did, yeah.
Yeah. I can't say that it used to be on like one of those local cable channels, like early in the morning.
And late at night. That's when
Yeah.
like I would see my dad. And
Oh,
I
it's
would
on at
watch it.
dad
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, right. It's dad time. Yeah.
Yeah.
A stooge is a good word.
Yeah.
It is a good word, Ed. It's
Yeah.
a really good word.
And like it was one of those old shows that you'd pick up and like it was watchable, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of those
It
things.
still is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
haven't
it's
watched-
physical comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Why I oughta.
yeah.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good, Dave.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Three Stooges.
The sound effects.
Yeah.
It's just it's so good. It's so good. I might go binge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is like
And don't you even dare talk about Shemp, that fucking loser. And if you know, you know.
Fucked. He got fucked.
No, he didn't get fucked.
I don't really know
Stunk.
the story.
It was Larry left because creative differences or something.
I thought that they were. Never mind. Keep going.
That was one of our defensive calls after cover 3. It was an alternative cover 3 with Shemp. We had Mo, Larry, Curly, and if there was some kind of fucking thing, it was Shemp.
I like that.
Swear to God.
What was
Still
your
remember those
interception
calls.
call?
Bingo or
Yeah.
cash? Bingo
Ours
or
was
money?
bingo
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
or Oski.
Ours was bingo too.
So shout out to the Three Stooges. And that was always like that still kind of plays. You see 3 just fucking bozos walking around. Look at these Three
Fucking
Stooges.
Yeah.
Stooges.
Three Stooges. It's a good pick.
All right, Ed.
Thanks. All right, I'm up again. I really had nowhere to go around here, but I'm gonna take. I guess I'm gonna go with a sports one, and I'm gonna take Jordan Pippen Rodman. Does
Yep.
that apply?
Yeah.
Definitely does.
Yeah, absolutely.
That works.
All right, because I know Jordan Pippen. I think they went 1-1 in the duos draft, which
Yeah, but Rodman is
definitely-
definitely the third, and I feel like the first 3 championships.
Was it not Horace Grant, the first 3?
I don't think he had like the
He
cachet
didn't
of
have
Rodman.
the charisma.
Yeah,
He didn't have the charisma.
Rodman was
Okay.
way more of a trio, and made it more of a trio.
Such a personality.
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
All different personalities they had. So
Yeah.
Jordan Pippen Rodman is my pick. Chief, back to you.
All right, I get my second guy on my big board here. I knew Ed wouldn't take it. These colors don't run, baby. Red, white, and blue.
That's a fucking
Wow.
outstanding
Fuck
pick.
me.
Yeah. So I'm
God
feeling
damn it.
great.
I don't
I'm
even have that.
And it's D-Day.
fuck yeah.
We saved the world 80 years ago today.
You're
and
goddamn
the Brits
right
and,
we
and
are.
the Canucks had their part. But
this is America. We are a Christian nation. I got the Lord and Savior in America right back to back, red, white, and blue. Woo! I'm feeling good right now, boys.
All right, everyone. If everyone's not thinking what I'm thinking of doing at the end of this draft, shame on you.
Nah, I have more integrity than that. I would never.
All right,
no. I mean, he still can fuck this up. By the way, he's done that many times in the coveted.
Rico, you better be a man of honor here and not do what you're saying.
I'm not.
You're just getting a little too. You've scored 2 touchdowns on possessions. My defense hasn't got off the bus yet, and you're already you're waving the trophy. Like,
brother, we're running it up. We're running it up. It's gonna be fucking
cocky.
50-0.
A little cocky. Yeah, it might be 50-0 with these picks. Is it me?
That could also be the
White
Russian
Sox
flag,
Dave.
too.
White Sox Dave.
No,
You're
it's
on.
Dave. Yeah.
Just saying.
Also confirmed Jordan Pippen went 1-1 in the duos draft. Just saying.
Yep.
This is a little gay, but I'm gonna go Harry Potter, Ron, and Hermione.
Man, you are racing to the bottom with Rico.
You just praised my pick, my first pick.
No, your first pick was great, but this one, you're not even a big Harry Potter.
But you
This
can't.
is a
You can't.
disingenuous pick.
Pandering.
It's not pandering. It's you can't deny that trio.
How many Harry Potter books have you read? Can you actually? Can you read? Can you read?
I very much.
He's hitting you with the 50 cent line.
How many pages of a Harry Potter book?
I have read the first 3. We had to
get it.
in the
I'll give
5th
you
grade.
50,000 if you could read a page of a Harry Potter book.
You don't know that reference? 50 Cent and
Oh my God, there's a lot of
Floyd Mayweather.
And Floyd
Mincy,
Mayweather.
Yeah, Mincy would have finished the quote, but I'm not doing that.
What a candy ass pick by White Sox.
that
Dave.
video is classic. Though.
You know what? It
Like,
was a little candy ass pick. I admit that. I'm
How
sorry.
many pages of a Harry Potter book?
Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Oh
Jesus,
man.
Dave.
I'm disgusted with you.
I'm honestly.
I'm a little
that's a
disgusted with
horrible
it. It's not a horrible pick. in
But
the
there's
sense-
so many
on
picks
it.
that would have been way more you. And
You're right.
I-
I'm sorry. Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
for you-
joked.
for you
I
to-
saw it.
I get your board might not be that big, but you definitely had something better than this.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors was great.
I think
This is
I think there's a lot of duds on here too. I think I'm gonna say something and people be like dud. So like,
I think there
It
is
is
a
what it
chance
is.
for a lot of duds for sure.
you had to nail the first 2, and only one guy nailed the first 2. So
Rico.
yeah, I didn't get the Holy Trinity, but I'm gonna take the Holy Family. I'll take Jesus, Mary, and Joseph in honor of my grandfather, screaming it at all fucking hours of the night. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I'll take that, bro. Give me that.
That's pretty good.
That's
a
think
good
it's
one.
pretty good.
I think there's one more religious one out there.
I think
There
I think there's one more as well.
Yeah, and I'm gonna snag that one.
Take it. Run it back to
spoiler.
back.
But that is a great pick, and anybody who
it's
grew
just
up.
more so the way
Jesus,
it's being
Mary.
said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Like,
Yes.
Jesus, Mary.
Trio.
Yeah. That was my
something I
Nana's
heard
number
often.
one.
Which is it's if you ask me, gun to head, pick which one is better, that or Jesus H Christ.
No,
I
it's
don't
Jesus,
know.
Mary, Joseph.
I know, but Jesus H Christ is pretty good too.
That is
It
good
is,
too.
but
I think
you
I'm going
hear
Jesus, Mary, and
Jesus,
Joseph.
Mary, and Joseph from one of your parents. You know
Yeah, it's 60.
it's about to hit the fan.
yeah.
You don't start saying that till you're 65 years
Yeah.
old.
No, that's a grandparent one.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
it's the best.
It's also just saying Jesus shows like don't say God's name in vain, whatever. And then,
Right.
But if you say Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, like you really went for it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
there was full intention. That wasn't.
I'll
a
take
slip.
the Holy Family. I'll take the Holy
That's a good one.
Good pick.
That's a good one.
Cons, you're up.
All right. Thankfully, I can get a chalk pick that came back to me, and I gotta go with this one because obviously my first pick was a little obscure, albeit very good. But I'm taking Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, those '90s Cowboys teams. And honestly, like when you think about football trios, there's football trios out there, but I think they're the most well known.
They're number one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think. I wonder what the age is where you don't really remember this. I remember it, but this is like these are like the first Super Bowls I like genuinely remember.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know the guys and I
Yeah.
know how historic.
But I
they
don't
were.
remember watching them like intently
Yeah.
like this.
See, I remember. I
well,
remember
we
like.
don't-
the
I don't
Leon
remember them
Lett.
when they were. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like I was old enough to watch the game.
Yeah.
But I wasn't in and out and understanding like
Totally, yeah,
separation.
you were
they were
7.
getting in.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good pick.
R.I.P. Larry Allen.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
I think he's
It's a
gonna
shame.
steal one. If he steals one next to me, I'm just calling home, putting on all
Well,
draft.
I mean, no, we gotta. I mean, keeping with the theme of my fellow Catholics here,
All right.
I think that the last one that's left that really is a top tier trio, the three wise men.
They invented Christmas, brother. It's a great.
Yep.
Without them, there is no Christmas.
Thank God for them, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You just thanked my pick for them.
So it's
Yeah.
the three. Yeah, I mean, the Catholic was deep though. Catholic
It was.
deep.
That's. I mean, Catholic really had 3 first rounders. If we
Yeah,
you know.
it did. It
Yeah.
did.
I was a three wise men in a one of the Christmas things.
Were you?
Yeah,
That's fun, Ed.
it was nice. I don't know if I had the frankincense or the myrrh, but I had.
Did
one
you have
of
any
them.
lines?
I don't think I had lines.
Here's
I just
this myrrh
kinda-
bitch.
Those guys got a bad rap. They didn't get any lines.
But it was good. It was better than you know.
Like-
you don't want to be. I don't want to be Joseph, but like I don't want to be a
Those guys
shepherd
got
either.
squeezed
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, so I wasn't.
And then good branding because then there's the 3 wise men shot,
Yeah.
which is John, Jim, and Jack.
Yep.
So it kind of doubles as that as well. But
Oh, that's
taking 3 wise men.
Did you guys take that on your 21st birthday?
I
No,
don't remember.
I'm a
I've
baby
heard
with
of
shots.
it. I don't think that would be that bad though.
Oof. I mean,
I'm a baby with shots. I can't do
yeah,
them.
as a 21-year-old, like
Is it one? Is it like
same
3
shot, mix it all in one.
Yeah, I know. That's just all whiskey.
Yeah, but like if you're like I'm saying, if you're 21, like
And it's 3 total shots, or is it just 3 different alcohols?
3 total
1
shots.
Okay, that makes it harder.
Yeah.
But I don't think the taste would be that bad.
man, it was like because every time you turn 21, we were always forced to take it, and you like dreaded turning 21 because of that.
No,
shot.
you didn't.
I mean, it's not like you got.
I was waiting in line
I'll
at
say this. I mean-
11:59 p.m. When I was 20
I'm
to turn
speaking
21.
facetiously, but
I mean, depending on what kind of Johnny Walker it was, but I mean, when you talk about Jim Beam and Jack, like in terms of where they fall on the spectrum of good liquor, they're on the lower end. Like they're not well, but they're on the lower end. So taking shots of those, and if you're not used to that taste, it hits you pretty hard.
and then I think they added it to the 4 Horsemen if you had some Jose in there.
Yeah.
That I feel like takes it to a different level.
That's a
That's
way
like
different level.
taking a shot of a Long Island, basically, at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah, dude, shots are so cool. It's like the
Shots are sweet, if you really think about
You're
it.
No, but like-
you might be the number one shot
that's
guy.
definitely
I know.
I
somebody
am a
who's been
shot guy,
hanging
yeah.
out. That's somebody who's been hanging out with Dana Beers the last few weeks and traveling.
Yes.
but it's just
Shots are awesome.
Yeah, shots are great, man.
no, but I just
You guys
love.
want to rip some shots?
I just love the creativity behind them. You know, like the Irish car bomb, and then I heard about
Okay.
the Mexican car bomb.
Ooh,
you
what's
know.
the Mexican?
Shot of tequila, Corona, and some hot sauce.
That's delicious.
You know, like that's
They
yeah,
should
that's
come up with a different name for that. That should just be like a cartel shot or something like that.
Yeah,
The cartel. I like
that.
that.
Could work. That could work.
Cartel.
Yeah. Rico, you're up.
All right. I don't know which way to go with this. I think I'm going to get roasted either way, but I'm going to open up the food category. I'm going to take bacon, lettuce, tomato.
Yeah.
Yep.
BLT is
Yeah.
a good one.
See, it's not a
Yeah,
good
I
one
mean,
because
it's-
no one actually likes BLT.
Oh, I love a BLT.
Shut up.
I love a BLT.
It's infinitely better with TU turkey or something.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's a
agreed.
club.
I prefer it with
Yeah.
turkey. But you cannot say BLT is not. When you say BLT, everyone knows what it is.
Of course,
Everyone
you know
knows
what it
that
is.
san-
But, and I love bacon, and I put lettuce and tomato on all my sandwiches for the most part. But like, I need some
bacon's
substance.
good enough. If bacon's done right, bacon's good enough to carry.
And-
That's the key.
Yes.
If you get like a really delicious
Thick cut.
Yeah.
bacon, and then I would also cut that tomato slice a little thicker too. If it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
a BLT, now you're talking.
Yeah.
So-
And if you go with the right bread, that's
Ooh.
absolutely a sandwich that can stand on its own.
It's a fine sandwich, but I if it's all there is to eat and someone, yeah, sure, I'll eat it. It's
a
fine.
great trio.
But like,
They
if
go
it's on a
together
menu, no one's
perfectly.
ever ordering a BLT if it's next to a club or anything else, a burger or anything. Come on.
I think it's a good trio.
I think you're crazy for thinking that nobody enjoys this sandwich. I think this is a lunch
Like-
staple. This is a pillar to lunch.
I need turkey or something more. I need more substance and more
Oh,
girth
if you get,
on
if
my
you get like
sandwich.
we're talking about like the thick cut bacon.
No, I know.
pork-
I know.
I think
Ellie?
that's a fine take. I just think to say that nobody enjoys it is nuts.
I'm sitting right here right now telling you I enjoy it.
You order BLTs.
I would.
Have you?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think a lot of people.
I think you make your own BLTs at home.
Yeah,
that's
you
like
do that
the,
too.
That's the most widely.
Does mayo
consumed
belong on
BLT.
it or no?
I put mayo.
I,
Yeah, you got to go mayo.
Yeah, I would put mayo on it, and I'm not even a big mayo guy.
I don't like
Not a mayo guy.
I don't really like tomatoes, but
Oh,
BLTs are like the one situation.
tomato might be
I do
like
it.
my
I do it
favorite
no.
food.
I do it no mayo.
That's a little dry. You put any dressing of any kind on there? A little Thousand
No,
Island
I
or
think the
something?
tomato. If you get a good tomato, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'd
maybe.
be juicy enough.
Yeah,
Get the
Yeah.
juice is going. Good pick.
good pick.
WSD.
I'll go Jimmy Henry and Tommy from Goodfellas.
Fuck you.
Okay.
I wanted it.
Yeah, loose.
You don't like that as a trio?
I think it's loosely connected. It's three guys.
How is
in
that
the
loosely
movie.
connected? It's
You know why? You know why I think it counts and why they were on my board too is because the posters.
the movie post exactly.
That's
Yeah.
Maybe.
that's.
I don't know. Just you had only one made guy though, and then two
Irish
half
mix. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I don't necessarily know if they're thought of as a trio outside of the poster.
Oh, they ran as a trio.
I think there's a debate. Definitely.
And like this is way better than
Yeah,
the football
big
wings
time
beer.
rat. Yeah, that's true, too.
That's
I don't
so
think-
loosely.
Cons,
like,
you better put those fingers back in your pocket.
Yeah.
Can't be pointing them after football beers and wings.
That-
Point them at this pick.
it was pandering to the max.
And that the iconic scene of them all three in the car, Barry and Bill. It's
Billy Bats, yeah.
yeah.
Looks like somebody we know.
One dog facing one way, one dog facing the other way.
Chief, you're up.
Going with my favorite cocktail, guys. I'm taking an old fashioned. Those 3 ingredients make up an old fashioned. Bourbon, bitters, a little sugar. Good to go. Nobody likes this pick, is what it looks like.
so
Here
your
he
pick
is.
is bourbons,
I'm taking an
bitters,
old
and
fashioned.
sugar.
He threw
No.
a pick. He threw a
But
pick.
it all
guys.
goes in and it's not a trio anymore. It's all like immersed into
It's one thing.
All right,
It's
you
three
wanna
ingredients that make one
All right,
thing.
fine. Veto. Sorry.
Ah.
Sorry.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm not
Sorry.
vetoing.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
not.
not
Who
vetoing.
said
It's a
veto?
shitty pick.
I never
It's
said
not a
veto.
veto. It's just a shitty
I
pick.
said
Here
it's
he
a
is.
dog
Well,
shit
is it a trio or is it a one thing? You guys decide.
In
I
your
think-
mind, it's a trio, so we'll let it be a trio.
Yeah.
It's a
So give me
trio.
the 3 things that it is.
It's bitter, sugar, and bourbon.
Everyone thinks of that as a well-known trio. Great pick, dude.
No garnish or anything, huh?
Yeah.
You can garnish it.
Oh, I think most of them come with a garnish.
All right, so then I guess it's really not a trio at all.
You know what? I'm gonna veto it just because that pick is not. That's not a trio.
It's not.
Yeah, I guess there's 5 things in it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're absolutely
There's an orange and a cherry. Hey guys, I made a mistake.
That hurts.
Hey,
nice.
I was
fucking
going to let
try,
him throw
you
the
bum.
interception.
Yeah, throw the pick.
But if it's a 5, yeah, I wasn't thinking straight. I'm sorry.
and you need ice.
You definitely need ice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
got it,
ice
yeah.
is like taking
That.
like,
That's
it-
not part of it.
Yeah,
It's like a
That's
BLT
assumed.
needs bread.
Yeah. I know.
Okay. I'm taking the Indiana Jones trilogy then.
It's not even a trilogy anymore.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
it
not.
is.
It's not. He's
How
right.
is it not a
He's
trilogy?
right.
We're not counting 4 or 5.
The last one had Harrison
Right.
Ford, didn't it?
All
All 5 of them did. Yeah.
But there's 3
Oh, no,
and then
that
there's
doesn't-
2. I think Star Wars and
23.
Indiana
This
Jones.
guy
Rocky
stinks.
1, 2, and 3, but not
Yeah,
anything
forget
else.
about
Yeah.
4 and 5.
Oh, you guys are
This
And
guy
already mentioned
stinks.
Balboa.
assholes.
This guy can't count to 3, Dave. If it were a trilogy,
Fine,
I'd
I'll
let
take
it
the
slide.
Triple Crown. How about that?
All right.
There you go. Great pick.
You guys,
Which one?
what?
Yeah.
Which one?
Horse
No.
racing.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay,
a fair.
okay. Yeah.
That was a fair question, Dave.
It was.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
was.
yeah. I thought you meant which race. I'm like, wait, what? Why?
No.
It's a good pick.
Miguel Cabrera or
Yeah, no, you're good.
No.
Mike, you keep saying Mickey Mantle never won the Triple Crown. He's not a horse.
I love if you know, you know.
I actually don't know.
You don't know?
Wow.
Oh, hang the show. See, the kids are home today. Kids are home today.
What's it from?
Mike Francesa.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
took a call and said, Mike, you keep saying he won the Triple Crown. He's not a horse. And he's just like, oh, the kids are home from school today. Kids are home from school today. Nothing better to do.
Is the have you ever gone through a Francesa
can't
rabbit hole?
not,
Yeah,
like-
but like I
I
can't
don't know.
say
It's
that.
just, listen,
Yeah,
Chief, there's certain
I didn't grow
humor,
up with Francesa.
Yeah, there's certain humor, like just from here that you can call your friend right away. And I could say that. Like
Yeah.
the same thing. Hey, the
And,
Giants.
like,
The New
you
York
can't-
Giants are playing, or the San Francisco Giants are
Yeah.
playing in New York today. Like they're gonna know immediately. Like it'd be like, yeah, I heard Henrik Lundqvist is very fond of you, Dovish, talking about the Texas Rangers. Like,
Oh, I
I
love
don't know, man. It's a niche like Mongo type
Yeah,
thing.
no, I mean
But-
I'm like aware, but it's like he's number 1, all that kind of stuff. But I can't say like that reference like rang. in
Of
my
course,
head.
Yeah.
no, and I don't
Yeah.
blame you. I'm not shaming you for it, but
Yeah.
just know
Did
that
you know
like
that?
Yeah, I
it's
did.
like nowhere else.
I
Those
did. I
references.
got-
I mean, But also, Rico, like you can't even get an appreciation for it just hearing clips, like one-off clips. Even if you went and listened like his 20 top clips, I still don't think you appreciate him and that humor for what it is.
Yeah, I think because a lot of the stuff popped up on you. Like, you'd be driving. Like my brothers drove home from Philly. They only had AM radio. And for an hour and a half, he took calls about Nick Swish's home run call from Philly. And it was random people calling and be like, Mike, what do you think about this one? A sweet one from Swisher. And they like do it like, and he's like, oh, that's pretty good. Like, what is that? Like, that's radio? But this guy was number one. I don't know. It's
number one.
Listen, you're right. I probably don't appreciate it as much as you guys, but just following Barstool and 2014, 2015, the clips made me absolutely fall in love with Mike Francesa to the point where I would listen to WFAN on radio.com, wherever the fuck they were for a while.
And you lived out there for a summer too.
I interned out there for a spring, so I would, but like they just talk New York sports, and I just love this guy so much. He's so funny, and I would just pop it on.
Do you remember that?
And I was still like too young to appreciate like Mike and Chris in their heyday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the 90s, I was still like, listening, but it was in the back of the car and it was faint and you were talking to your brothers or whatever. Like I wasn't like tuning in to those segments, but like,
do you remember the kid?
I can't even imagine the heyday.
Do you remember the kid? He was, I think KFC used to blog him, but he would do like the video series where he would be like in the Revolutionary War, like Francis.
Yes, those were so good.
They were so fucking funny,
and he would get everything wrong.
Yeah. Cornwallis is Cornwallis. Yeah, those are great. So like, I like Francis, but that one didn't.
Yeah, it's the same thing. If anyone drops a Giambi joke, just know it's from Francesa as well.
Yeah.
All right, back to me. This is tough, boys. I'll be honest.
I think there's a lot left that's still really good.
I agree. I do think there's a lot left as well, but and I'm gonna go food too. I'm gonna go marshmallow, chocolate, graham crackers.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was on my board.
I don't like marshmallows.
I don't like marshmallows. I hate marshmallows.
I thought of this, but I couldn't take s'mores because I don't like marshmallows.
I don't like. I don't like marshmallows either, besides in s'mores. So it's conceivable to appreciate the combination, not appreciate one of the items.
I just felt I think it's a great pick that will play. I just wouldn't have felt comfortable drafting it myself.
Okay. And it's
a good pick.
Synonymous.
It makes a s'more. It's a good pick.
Synonymous with just a campfire.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Or Sandlot.
Yes. Yeah. And it has spawned so many good flavors for things too, like s'mores ice cream, s'mores cookies, s'mores milkshake, which you could pick up at White Sox Park this summer if you go to the game.
Shut up.
Please support.
Fuck you.
The
s'mores
payroll.
Oreo is top 5.
It's a good one. S'mores Pop-Tart.
That's the top 2.
Really good. Really good.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We need more energy for the second half of this draft. And if you need energy and you want that great, delicious coffee flavor, you know where to get it. It's Stella Blue. At Stella Blue, we believe coffee is one of life's non-negotiables. So stop drinking those boring, tasteless, big coffee beans and turn to Stella Blue. Remember, your mornings are sacred. It's time to start treating them that way. Not only are Stella Blue's premium coffee beans sourced from the most coffee-rich geographies on Earth, but they're also Big Cat tasted and approved. I've said it before. I feel like it's every once a month. I see him down in the kitchen just going through little taste tests, different things, a cold brew, whatever you like. Big Cat has approved it. So Stella Blue's delicious roasts are available in cold brew. That's the one I've been on. It's summertime. K-cups, ground, and whole bean formats to seamlessly fit into your morning coffee routine. So no matter how you take it, Stella Blue has you covered. Oh, we had Paws in here yesterday. Good reminder that every bag sold helps saves dogs. So head to your local Jewel Osco or Mariano's today to find the very best deal on Stella Blue coffee, or use promo code WALK for 20% off your order of 25 or more. That's huge. That's a huge discount. And you can do that at StellaBlueCoffee.com. So take back your mornings with Stella Blue.
My next one, I should wait to take this for Mr. Irrelevant because I don't think any of you guys are wrestling guys. But I'm taking Hall, Nash, and Hogan. the third man. It's one of the biggest
NWO.
moments.
NWO, yeah.
NWO.
I even know that. Yeah.
One of the biggest moments in wrestling history.
What's the first name?
Scott Hall, Nash, and Hogan.
He just passed away, right?
He passed away a couple years ago. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. It is truly.
Weren't you there, Eddie?
No, I wasn't there. I was at a different bash at the beach.
Okay.
I was there for Hogan and Rodman versus Malone and DDP.
That's
wow.
That's got to be amazing.
You have the ticket stub saved?
I don't, man. I was a kid. It was like
God. I know they all like. I think back of those Nick playoff games and stuff.
Rico, you were ticket saver?
I saved the tickets. Yeah,
I'm a ticket saver. I have a lot of tickets from.
It's gone. There's no more anymore. You can't really do it.
Yeah,
that's true. It's kind of it's
It's a great pick, Eddie.
Yeah, that was probably the best gift I ever got. Because I was bummed that I was going to miss the pay-per-view that Sunday, but little did I know our vacation was in San Diego. That's where Bash at the Beach was. My dad surprised me and took me, so that was probably one of the best events I've ever been to. Chief, you're up.
I'll take Maddox, Smoltz, and Glavin.
Yep.
Wow.
So-
Yep. I had that.
Yeah. So that, I mean, where they win 15 divisions in a row, something like that. So, Rico, you have any commentary on these guys?
Yeah, I mean they're the goddamn worst. It's so boring. Get the fuck out of here. There's nothing you can't even hate them. They just came in, beat the shit out of you, and left.
Yep.
How did those Braves teams not win like 6
Dude,
World Series
I wonder.
rings?
That pops in my head like once
Shorter
a year.
playoffs back then too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys were all unbelievable golfers too.
all scratch golfers.
I think Smoltz was like all state in 3 sports.
Tom Glavine was drafted
Smoltz
in
was
the
ridiculous.
NHL. Yeah,
Glavine was drafted by the LA Kings. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Ontario. I'm pretty sure.
I thought he was from Massachusetts.
Glavine,
I'm pretty sure.
He's not Canadian.
No, I don't
Well,
know.
None of them were
Massachusetts
like-
makes
none
sense
of them
too,
like-
obviously.
None of them threw like exceptionally hard. Am I remembering that correctly?
No.
Yeah.
No, none of them
you're
were-
right.
No, Smoltz did. Smoltz had heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glavine and Maddox were paint guys though,
We're working
and
the
they would
corners. Yeah.
What Greg? I mean, Mark Burley kind of subtly called him out back when the rivalry was actually a rivalry between the White Sox and Cubs, saying he doctored the balls. And if you watch him pitch from like the center field, just standard view, you're like, how does he make the ball move like that? He's maybe the greatest pure pitcher in the history of the game.
Is he from Mass or Canada?
Concord, Mass. I just looked it up.
Mass.
One of those things too, with the way those guys looked,
Yeah.
adds something to it too. Right?
They kind of looked like a sales team or an accounting firm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like you got Paul Skeens now, and then those were the guys back then.
Yeah.
You
That's a
kidding
good
me?
point,
Paul
yeah.
I mean,
Skeens?
but you had the Nolan Ryan back then too.
Sure.
Yeah, and Randy Johnson.
Horse.
Yeah.
I mean, lanky horse, but
Yeah.
huge, imposing figure.
But I just think it just added that much more to them.
Yeah, like how
that they
the
weren't
fuck did
like-
these nerds beat us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They looked like they were in town for an Ernst & Young convention or something.
I
But
I
that's,
wish I was born 5 years earlier so I could have appreciated the 90s era of baseball just that much more.
that's the beauty of sports, though. I'm sure everyone growing up, they had that guy who was glasses, kind of nerdy looking, and the kid could just rake.
Yeah.
Or he just was good at sports, every sport he played. So, appreciate the nerdy.
Sorry, really quickly, tangent there. I was listening to Bob Costas' interview. And he was talking about how we grew up with NBC, had the World Series and the NBA Finals. And just you think about all through the 90s when they had those two sports and what we got to witness on NBC. It really was a banner. I
They
guess
had the NFL for a little bit of a. They had the NFL for a little bit of a piece of
Yes.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they had the NFL.
Jets,
yeah.
The Jets were on NFL games or NBC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White Sox, Dave.
Oh, sorry. Really quickly. Just one more question for the Chicago guys specifically, maybe. Costas said you could almost attribute some of Jordan's fame and notoriety to the fact that he was on NBC and NBC was in everybody's home more so than this is getting into a Jordan and LeBron debate, but that's how he became more of a household name because more people were exposed to Jordan. So you could thank NBC partly for Jordan. He would have been an amazing player regardless, but in terms of his international notoriety and success.
Yeah, it's interesting how the whole.
I think that's
like
TV
Jordan
in general. I think
Jordan had more national games. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah, I think that was
Yeah, but
the
I
point they
think
were
that's the
making.
rise. I think that's the rise of TV in general.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, if Jordan wasn't playing, there were going to be more TV games than the 80s. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I do think it was the TV rise, and it did help that Jordan was so spectacular. He was must watch. So it was like the chicken and the egg. I see a little bit of that.
White Sox, Dave.
There's been a lot of Catholicism drafted thus far. I'm going to draft some Judaism. This time I'm going to go with the Beastie Boys.
Okay. I didn't know which way you were taking that. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm play on the Adam Sandler song.
Yeah.
And guess
Beastie
who
Boys.
is all three Beastie Boys?
I'll
Beastie
say that
Boys.
one of the coolest videos I've ever seen was when was it Adam Youst? Adam Youst died. Am I saying that correctly?
Oh,
Was it him?
Youch. Yeah.
When he died, and baseball, the Mets played everybody as a walk-up song for the first 3 innings, and then Chris Martin did one of the fucking most beautiful versions. If you can find it on YouTube, I still like every 6 months we'll just pop it on. It's "Fight for Your Right to Party."
And it's
The guy
Chris
from
Martin.
Coldplay.
Yeah.
Chris Martin from Coldplay did it the night he died at a concert, and it's the most beautiful version I've ever heard of that song. Like, it's sick. And I will say that somewhere along the line, I feel like with doctors, athletes, like, people judge each other. Like, yeah, that guy's a good doctor, but he's not as good as me, or he's not as good as that doctor. Athletes, not as good as music. I feel like everyone appreciates each other, bar none. There's
Yeah,
no, like,
for the most
jealousy
part,
with
yeah.
it. And that when that guy died, seeing different, like, Coldplay is not a rock thing, but he was inspired by that. I think Jay-Z was probably inspired by the Beastie Boys. Jay-Z was inspired by, like, a jazz musician who died. Like, you can take it all across it, and you would think that why would he have any relevance to who it is? Music just appreciates music, and it was cool to see. So that's a Beastie Boys rant, but it was a good pick.
Hey, Rico, you just sold my pick for me better than I could have done in a million years if you gave me all the time in the world. So thank you
Yeah.
for that. You grew up in New York, where I'm sure they were huge when you were growing up.
Oh,
you
my
might have been
cousins
just
used to put them on the
a
4th of
little
July
young for
parties.
it, though, right?
Little young, definitely
just
a little young.
young. I remember buying a intergalactic. What was the fucking
Space Pants.
I bought. I was in 5th grade. It was like one of the first CDs I bought at whatever mall store. Intergalactic.
My
Was that it?
cousin, my
FYE?
cousins were more into them.
Beastie Boys. Yeah, I wasn't crazy into them, but good pick nonetheless. Rico.
It is me. You guys said some sports ones. I think when you say big three, this was the big three. And I don't even like them, but LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, of what they did for the super teams. That trio.
They
was
were the
iconic. They were the trio for a while in the NBA.
Yeah, but they killed the trios.
They did kill the trios,
killed
but
it.
it doesn't mean that they weren't the trio for a while. It's an iconic trio. I'm going to take it.
That kind of ruined the league.
Yeah, fuck that trio. That's like
Like, the league's way better now, in my opinion. Way
Yeah.
more interesting.
Like, I hate when people point back to the Pippen, Jordan, Rodman trio and another trio that's not drafted that played for a team that I'm not going to say because I don't want to tip picks. But those were acquired through trades and whatnot. To me, that's just
Right.
different, man.
it wasn't like collusion.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
you can't deny this was some trio to watch.
It was.
For sure.
They were. This is like the biggest villain trio selected so far.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Which sucks because Wade was so likable too, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So likable. And also, like I always say, I don't think Chris Bosh.
I would argue LeBron was likable before the decision.
oh, definitely.
I think a lot of people were rooting for LeBron, myself included. And then it was kind of like, all right, now he went heel. Like, I think he still expected people to do it. Also, that's when I knew everything he did was like pre-recorded or meditated. When he's like,
Diagnosed.
yes, when they're like, who are you going to take or where are you going to go? And he's like, oh, and this is hard, man. And like, that one line just sticks with me. And I'm like, he knew exactly what he was saying. None of that was off the cuff. It's just everything about him is whatever. But it's an unbelievable trio. So I got to take them.
Phenomenal.
All right.
You're up, Cons.
All right. I'm going to stick with sports. And I'm going to go with a trio that has not anymore, but did dominate the NFL for the last couple decades. Brady, Belichick, and Kraft. I mean, those three together put together the Patriots dynasty. Why are you smirking at me, Ed? Dave? Why are you
Because some
smirking at me?
people would say that's not a trio. It's whatever the fourth version. Our boss
What?
and everything.
What?
You're saying Brady Belichick Portnoy?
No.
Kraft Portnoy. But, go ahead.
mean, I didn't know that.
These are the three guys who won the games for the Patriots.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking around. But Portnoy says that. He adds
Kraft?
himself to
Kraft?
that.
Kraft said it.
Kraft
Kraft
said
said
it.
Oh, Kraft. That's right.
Yeah.
Kraft said it.
Kraft
Yeah.
said Brady Belichick Portnoy.
Damn.
That's Kraft being humble, I guess.
Kraft didn't go to jail for them.
That's
He
true.
went to jail for other
That's
things.
true. No, pandering would have been
Don't
if I
you
had
say
said
that
Brady.
shit again.
Listen, if I were pandering, I would have said Brady Belichick Portnoy. If I were pandering, because we all know the clip. But
Yeah.
I think it's
I might be pandering on my next pick.
I don't love it, Cons. If it was a duo draft and you drafted Brady and Belichick, I'm with it. And that's no disrespect to Mr. Kraft, but I just
Why do people
is
do
that not a is it not a trio? Am I getting
It's a
vetoed?
trio.
No, it's a trio. You can use it.
why do
I think
people
it's kinda
why do people do what?
Every time there's an owner to say Mr. Whoever.
So I used to work with a guy who was just like, I think every owner you should treat with respect. You should call him Mr. because he kept calling Reinsdorf, Mr. Reinsdorf, and he kept calling Mr. Kraft, and we're like, dude, what's your deal? He's like, I think it's a sign of respect. I think we should respect.
I
these
think
owners."
if it's like I still call my parents' friends Mr. and Mrs. So and so. That's
Yes, me
about
too.
it. That's about it.
I did it. I did it as a
Intentionally?
joke. Yeah, I'm happy you called me.
All right. All right.
Well, I think Jerry Thornton calls him Mr. Kraft too, right?
That to me is somehow fine.
Which I love.
Yeah,
I love
because
that
he
Jerry
puts him
does
on that high of a pedestal.
Yeah.
And it's,
Or he's doing a bit, which either one, it works for me.
it's like,
love that.
I think 95% serious and like 5% bit.
I
Yeah.
met him at Army Navy this past year. Definitely called him Mr. Kraft. I wasn't going to call him anything else.
Mr. Kraft.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
You know what? Now
That'd
that
be
I think
weird.
about it, if I walked up to Bob Kraft, I wouldn't be like, "Hey, Bob." I'd be like, "How's it going, Mr. Kraft?"
But you're a big
Yeah.
call somebody Mr. person. I've seen you do that in person, I feel like. Oh, Mr. Mr. Wells.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
I definitely put Mr. Wells on. Like, I respect him.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
calling
you-
him Tim.
I would call him Tim. I call him Tim.
I'll initially call him Mr. until they tell me, hey, call me this.
And I will be that guy too. I don't want to be Mr. Ever.
Yeah.
Mr. Williams. Yeah, you're right. You would say Mr. Kraft.
He definitely would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would too.
I don't know what I would.
I think like if you're old enough to be my grandfather, then I will say
Yeah, there is an age thing to it too.
I'll put the
Please call me Bob.
prefix.
Cons, 5th round.
All right. Sorry, just last thing I'll say about that. Like, I think when you think about the Patriots dynasty, those are the first three names that are mentioned.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
So to not call them a trio is
Not
wild
Aaron
to me.
Hernandez.
No, we would have to leave him out.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. Can I bite back on that?
Go ahead.
I think
It's your
like
show,
I think someone
Mr.
could say
Commissioner.
Brady Belichick Gronk. I think there's a door for that.
The only problem with that is there's only 3 guys who were there for all 6.
It was, yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Exactly.
I get it. But I'm just
Good
saying
point.
it wouldn't be that out of place.
I don't think it would be,
Yeah.
especially for
Kraft is
recency
higher
bias.
on the.
He is. He definitely is.
Yeah.
Rico.
This is kind of like the Goodfellas.
Wait, didn't he
No,
go
no,
back to
it's
back?
Cons.
Yeah,
my
I got
apologies,
another
5th
pick.
round.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
So for my 5th and final, I don't think this is the best pick I have left on my board, but it's the pick that is most true to me and growing up. So I got to go with Corey, Sean, and Topanga from Boy Meets World. I mean, you think of that show, that was a formidable show because for TGIF, that was the show, at least for me, age 39, that was the show that had the longest run for the most amount of time that I was watching TGIF. And I kind of I was probably maybe a little bit younger than the characters they were playing, but so that was the most relatable. And I think it's just a great all-time show, and those 3 together were excellent.
I'm going to say
Can I
this.
just-
It
it's a-
puts a lot of heat on Rico Bosco for his next pick.
Yeah, I
Oh, I didn't even have him.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing I will say. I'm not shitting on the pick, but is that the most unrealistic thing in all of TV and all of cinema? That there's a best friend and then they stick with the girlfriend and the girlfriend is their best friend as well? The 3 of them are all friends? Like, no, they get married, they're dating, and the 2 of them are whatever, and then you see your best friend. They're not all 3 together. I think it's a little unrealistic, that's all.
I see what you're saying.
You're right.
Yeah,
And that's why I wouldn't take what I think Eddie thinks I'm going to take.
The original thruple.
But
Right.
for intents and purposes in the show, it's those three. I even know that. And I didn't even watch the show. So,
And they're all likable in their own ways.
Mhm.
Yeah. When it gets to college, it's unwatchable though.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, I think also, I mean, Topanga has a special place in a lot of guys' hearts in and around my age.
She was the ugly duckling who turned into the 100%.
I never really loved her.
Really?
Yeah, I never had I know she was super popular, but like when people put her in the same class as like Kelly Kapowski, it's like, what are we talking about?
Who did I think, what was it? I drafted Topanga in the childhood crushes draft, and Portnoy was like, people would run over Topanga with a truck and then back over to get to Kelly Kapowski.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
That's an all-timer.
I was like, that was so savage. I can't even. Like,
It's an all-timer.
when we filmed the film festival like a month back or whatever, Blutman just is. I love Blutman because you never know what you're going to get out of this kid, and we needed a A-list celebrity appearance was like one of our things we had to check off, and he's like, I could get Topanga, and he just got Topanga. He like shot her a text and had her film her lines with an iPhone.
She went to Columbia in real life, I think.
I think a lot of actresses did.
Yeah.
The chick
My
from
My girl Julia Stiles did.
the Harry Potter.
How's that future looking?
Emma Watson or whatever.
We're still holding. We are holding. We are holding. We need the right script.
She work anymore?
She's working.
Okay.
I'll tell you
I think
what.
the last thing I saw her was Silver Linings Playbook. Has she been in anything since that?
She was in the Hustlers
Bourne movies.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Julia Stiles gets nominated for anything, I am
Bro,
watching that
I'm going.
Oscar.
Oh,
I'm going. We're going.
You might be
They're gonna
walking
be
the
like,
red
"Who
carpet
is-"
with her at this point.
They're going to be like, who is that guy who, when they announced the thing, is just clapping like the loudest we've ever heard? Who is that guy? Like, get him out of here.
I would love.
And then, or who is the guy when she doesn't win, yells bullshit in the middle of the Oscars?
You pull a Kanye with Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Oh, I would. Oh my God. She just needs the right
Julia
script.
Stiles had the best acting performance of the year.
Yeah.
She needs the right script, right?
Yeah.
And I love how I keep saying I'm holding the ticket. It's a mythical ticket. Like,
No, it's not. Listen, it's not outside the realm of possibility. She gets a role when she's in her 50s.
Oh,
that
totally.
just catapults her to a statue.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not mythical, Rico. Being right about a take, especially one that you've been squatting on that long, is fucking glorious. So
Exactly.
I don't know that I've ever been right on a take like that, and I pine to be right on a take.
I mean,
like
how
that.
old was Meryl Streep when she got her last one? Like, probably pretty old. So
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I would love to be with you. I'll stuff myself in a tux and be wherever we got to be. And,
Yeah.
that
Be
would be
unbelievable.
just be on a live stream watching the Oscars.
Yeah, I don't care.
I
where
would
it
love.
is.
I would love to do.
I'll
that.
do it from an Arby's in fucking South Beach or from
Unbelievable.
Orange County. It doesn't matter.
Meryl Streep, another Ivy League alum.
Where'd she go?
She got a master's from Yale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also a product of New Jersey. No big deal.
Rico Bosco.
I wouldn't claim her.
Yeah, I think there's some other ones out there, but I think I'm going to take this one. When you look at like what, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, the rundown has been a staple in the internet history.
You-
I'll take Dan.
You pandering pussy.
Take
fuck.
Dan and Kevin.
This
I don't
isn't
care.
gonna make the unnamed show, brother.
Yeah, it's fine with me, bro. It's fine with me. When you look at trios, you can't deny that the internet, in terms of trios, that's a top tier trio. It was on my board. I'm going to take it.
So it's Dave, Dan, and KFC's your pick?
I went from Three Musketeers to the Three Musketeers, so it's a perfect bookend. All right.
Wow.
Wow.
Listen, to take away the pander for a second, that show was so fucking awesome
It was.
when it started.
That was like my routine every day.
Yep.
Come home, you
Yep.
get your dinner together, and you have the rundown on in the back.
Damn, it's only a half hour
I'll
today?
give you a little being a fan back in the day. If you knew, you could catch it a little early if you caught it on Blog Talk Radio. That's where they had to upload it as a podcast, so you
Yeah.
could listen to the audio version. Or if you were going through spotty Wi-Fi, you could listen through that back in the day.
And like sometimes you wouldn't care about the topics, but you were just dying to get to the after show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
Oh, when it was heated.
yes.
And like when it was, then it ran the thing with Dave jerking off 20 times or whatever that was. Like,
The 16, 12,
yeah,
18,
the
24
moments
challenge.
that came out of that was
I also feel like everything I know about the ideal gas law from like the Flakegate, I learned from the Rundown and Dave Portnoy.
And it was like such a big deal when they would get like a celebrity guest.
Yeah.
Like when they did Pedroia in the pool in like 2015 in Arizona.
Was that the Rundown or is that the Bro Show?
And like the
Rundown.
versions, the Zoom versions or the ones in New York, like they don't really even count. It's the three of them with Dan's cat dog running past them, Dave standing up with the mic in this stupid fucking pitched roof. Like,
whatever they had.
It wasn't even a pitched roof, but it sure felt like a pitch. It was part pitched, right?
I think so. But they had like the posters of the skylines for a little bit behind that lasted like 2 weeks and they're just started falling apart.
Give me that version.
Yeah.
Give me that version.
Yeah, Big Easy.
Kevin coming in on Ash Wednesday with like fucking 6 feet of like
the reality
I
ashes.
mean, there was nothing like that was where they were talking about what you wanted to talk about. Like
Because that's all there was at the point. There is something to with everything all streamlined in one spot.
Yeah. Pandering aside, I think it's a pretty strong pick.
No, I think it's a good pick, especially just in the world of the internet. Because then when you think about beyond just the Rundown, the tentacles and the coaching tree that have come from those three, obviously Dave, but then even just, Kevin and Dan as well. And the things that have spawned from them. I think that's a good pick.
Yeah. Tico, Texas. So many moments.
Oh, Tico.
Yeah.
I mean,
live from
the Rundown post Super Bowl with Dave, voice, smoking the cigars.
Big cat.
A lot of moments.
Yeah. White Sox, Dave.
I'm going to go with Shadow, Chance, and Sassy from Homeward Bound.
Good one.
Okay.
All right.
It's a good pick.
They navigated those fucking Northern California woods and mountains like
Sierra Nevada is deadly.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. Lots of rattles, lots of porcupines.
At least one.
Love those guys. An old man, Shadow, when he's limping up at the end of the movie. Oh, thank fucking God he got over that hill.
He lived.
Dave, who are the actors who voiced him? Do you know?
One of them was Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, the
was
Chance.
Right, Chance.
I don't know who the other two were.
Who are they?
Don Amici was Shadow, and then Sally Field.
Okay.
I would have known Sally Field.
Okay.
I knew Sally Field.
Ed?
Why don't these movies really play anymore? Did you guys, as self-proclaimed biggest dog guys in the world, did anybody here see Strays?
I've never heard of it.
I don't even know. I've never even heard of that movie.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have.
So it was
You never heard of this movie?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Was it new?
Came out last year.
Oh.
Yeah. It was
Is it a cartoon?
I could probably answer why it doesn't play anymore.
right.
Because I'm not 8.
Yeah.
But it's not even it wasn't even like a heartwarming one. It was a comedy. Will Ferrell was in it. He voiced one of the dogs.
Dave, thoughts?
Jamie Foxx.
I like Jamie Foxx.
I do like Jamie Foxx.
Al Fisher, Will Forte. Like there's
So big names.
Yeah, there's big names behind it. And it
Can't remember. If I
did
like
not
Jamie
make money
Foxx
at the
or not.
box office. So that's just a question.
I don't know.
What are you trying to deflect a little bit with that question, knowing that there was no chance me and Dummy over here hadn't seen it?
No, I'm just wondering why voiced dog movies like that. Because obviously Homeward Bound is a classic.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if it did well though.
I wonder.
I saw that
haven't
and
seen
Aladdin as a double feature in the theaters.
Wow, that's a great double feature.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in forever, but I wonder if it still plays. I would guess it still does because it's like anything from your childhood you could take with you into old age, like we all are now, which makes me sick.
87% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's good.
I would not have guessed that.
That's respect.
That's very
And they didn't make. I'm surprised they didn't bastardize it with a million sequels.
That's the exact type of movie they would have done it with. Too.
So it's.
I feel like they probably have had some sequels.
They
definitely had some
Returns to San Francisco or whatever.
Was there?
I'm pretty sure there was.
It's
another
probably
show.
like straight to VHS.
Yeah, they definitely made a sequel, but back in the day, they didn't really.
Oh, you're right.
Like what is
They
it?
didn't bastardize it.
Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco.
Lost in San Francisco.
You're
yeah.
right, Dave.
Oh yeah, no, I have seen that one actually because they're with like they form like an actual pack with other stray dogs and they go to war with like. Now it's coming back to me. I have to rewatch this movie.
Yeah.
They form like a gang with other strays.
Really?
Yeah. Now I got to watch it again.
Chief.
All right.
Was that my last pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's up, Eddie?
I'm
Chief.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do here because I have a pander one, and then I have one that I've been shit on before, but I feel like I should just take it and get shit on again.
Mirepoix?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was eyeballing that thing hard because I use it 3 times a week.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Mirepoix. Wow. I'm doing carrot, celery, onion, the base of all things good, an elite smell. So yeah, Mirepoix celery.
I considered it over, but I wanted you to have it.
Thank you, David.
And I like mixing it up. Texas chutney, switch out garlic or jalapenos, whatever. You can have
bell
some fun
peppers
with
in
it,
there. Yeah.
I hate you.
I mean,
it is.
Talk shit.
what are you thinking?
Talk shit.
It's honestly the base of like everything.
Yeah,
everything good.
Do you like?
It really is.
Okay, well then you like this combo.
Okay, I just think there's other trios still out there that were significantly more impactful.
Yeah, well, you, Mr. fucking Brady Kraft and Belichick and Topanga, great.
Yeah.
Hate it.
It's because it's got the French name, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to call it Safrito?
Like
Same thing.
Nobody's better at covering the spread than Chief. Chief's like the guy who opens the day eagling 3 holes and then like bogeys 9.
No, this is a good pick. This is
pick.
one of those things where you guys got your numbskulls, so you don't quite understand.
There's a New York version of this that I think Cons will back.
What is
that
it?
we'll mention in the after thing. But
all right, it's to me, Mr. Irrelevant. I'm between 2 90s movies.
I think I might know one, and I have it on my board, and it's a good pick.
Yeah.
Oh, with Chris Farley?
No.
I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Sanderson sisters.
Okay, yeah, that was one of them.
From Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus, yeah.
Can't comment.
You ever seen Hocus Pocus?
I don't know that I have.
not a Halloween guy.
You're kidding me.
I was basically born on Halloween.
You should watch Hocus Pocus.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just
And
fine.
do you
Like
take
every girl on the planet is, for whatever reason, obsessed with this movie. But,
Love the movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a great
fine.
movie to throw on if you're going over to a girl's house for sure.
Gaz is
Sarah
like,
Jessica Parker's jams in that are nice.
yeah, Gaz is like a whole shtick about how like
You could
that's
take
what
your
he
eyes
does.
off her horse face.
That was fucking rude. But
I don't
yes.
play into that whole diatribe that she looks like a horse. I think Sarah Jessica
Her
Parker
face is very
pretty.
long. I'm not saying she's ugly per se, and she has a long horse face.
I think she's pretty.
Isn't
Ed,
she
do you
married
take?
to,
She's married to Matthew Broderick,
Yeah.
who
Broderick.
I guess I could say it now because all the picks are in. I think he was part of another great trio that
Yep.
could have
Yep.
gotten taken. But Ed,
again, that goes back to the whole thing of like just
Yeah.
unrealistic.
It's a weird combo.
It's a weird combo.
yeah. But sorry, Ed, do you have any pause in the fact that the Sanderson sisters are bad? They're evil.
That's true.
But if you're good at it, that's all that matters in these drafts. Like you just need to be dominant. And
I do think it's kind of a pander pick. You're going after the female vote.
I don't think so. I do enjoy this movie, and they were a power trio. Riding the vacuum.
I think if you're bad, you're bad. It doesn't matter what you've accomplished or done. The Nazis, they did a lot for a lot of years before we had to kick their ass.
built the
They're still
Autobahn.
bad. Yeah.
Shout out to the cat, Binks. So yeah, Sanderson sisters, my final one. It was between that and another one, but
Was
What?
it? I was thinking.
Well, we're doing
I
honorable
was
mentions.
between Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum was my other one.
Yeah,
Yep.
3 Ninjas. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had that.
You want the after? You want the after?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Beverly Hills Ninjas.
Oh, no,
that's where I
Rocky,
said
Colt,
Chris
and
Farley.
Tum
Yeah,
Tum
3
was my
Ninjas. That's what I was thinking of. But
What did you have
Ninja.
still left on the board, Eddie?
I mean, I got to be honest with you. I'm really sad that no one took KG Pierce and Ray Allen.
I'm surprised that didn't go.
Yeah, like that's
They only got one.
yeah, but I
The
saw
other trio, it's kind of loosely because they didn't play together, a different sport. But Jack Arney and Gary Palmer, I had.
Just 3 good guys from that era.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
How's that?
I had
They're
three
they're
the
trying to
3
beat each
tenor.
other.
I had a lot.
Yeah, the 3
actually.
tenors. Yeah.
3 tenors, the Bee Gees, the 3 Amigos. This one is New York based. Soul Pepper Ketchup.
Yeah. I had Taylor and Egg and Cheese.
Salt, pepper, ketchup. I should have done bacon, egg, and cheese. That's fucking
fuck.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon,
would have
egg,
been
that
a
was on my board,
powerhouse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
That's bad. Good, bad, and ugly. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Alvin and the Chipmunks. I wrote this down. I wonder if anyone's gonna. I wrote 6, 4, 3. Dave.
That would have been a good one. I love that. It's
Good trio.
It's a perfect combo. 6, 4, 3.
Yep.
Rack them up. Yeah.
Sinatra, Davis, and Dean Martin.
See, that's
I
not
had
that. The
I
Rat
had that
Pack
one.
wasn't a trio though, and I was gonna try to figure out a way just to kind of pander, but
That's
it wasn't
why
a
I
trio.
didn't say that one because the
Right.
Rat Pack was larger than those three, but they were like
Right.
the three main guys.
Yep.
It's kind of convoluted.
They're kind
I
of the
wrote
only
down-
guys.
I
but
wonder if
it
I
was
would have got
like-
vetoed for this, but this is like these are 2 key trios. I wrote down ABC and 1, 2, 3. A, B, when you list things out, A, B, C. Like, I don't know. That's a hell of a trio. The rest of the alphabet might as well be fucking W. Blink 182, Snap, Crackle, and Pop, and the three little pigs.
Yeah, Snap Crackle Pop was another out. That's
Dave, can you sing us the Alvin and the Chipmunk song?
which one?
Make me down. You know what I mean?
Bacon,
Christmas
egg, and
one.
cheese was a whiff.
I got a hula
I don't ever order bacon, egg, and cheese. I always get Taylor
Yeah.
ham, egg, and cheese. So I didn't think it'd be honest to myself if I took
went-
bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. I whiffed on.
Yeah.
3 Little Pigs.
I also had Back
but
to the
I feel
Future.
like I will say bacon, lettuce, tomato is still like more iconic.
I agree.
I agree.
I had Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3.
That third movie though sucks though.
The
Yeah, it
Wild
falls
West
off.
one fucking sucks.
I don't think
get
it
rid of
sucks.
Yeah,
It's obviously not as good as the first 2, but it doesn't suck.
it stinks.
I hate that people shit on it. I think
3's pretty bad, man.
It stinks.
I don't think it sucks, but
Yeah.
And it's also-
Charlie's Angels.
Yep.
okay.
What about chocolate, vanilla, strawberry?
Yeah,
Thought about
Neapolitan.
that in Neapolitan.
That
Yeah.
counts.
Burger, fries, and a soda.
Burger, fries, and
I
a
think
drink
that-
is not a bad one.
That's better than your football pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shrek, Fiona,
And then
Donkey.
the last two I
It's
had
not realistic.
sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
that
That's
would
a
have been
good
an
one.
awesome
That's a
pick.
very good
Combo.
one.
You got
Our a lot of these are better than like.
Yeah.
We should start doing a 6th column that was honorable mentions and see how people read.
Which
If the
ones?
honorable
Yeah.
mention column wins.
Yeah.
What's
And then the last one I had, this was a little maybe too far outside the box. I just had written down Wild Things. Denise
Oh,
Richards,
yeah.
Nev Campbell, Matt Dillon.
Yeah. If you're going after the horny crowd, for sure.
Hey, they said it's the summer of the threesome. I just wrote the blog.
really?
Yep, New York City, summer of the threesome because of the movie Challengers, which was completely overrated.
I didn't see
I liked it. It's my favorite movie of the year so far, but it hasn't been a great year. Chief, you got any left?
I had Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa. That was going to be that was like more of a pander pick. And then Taves, Kane, Keith. Like they deserve.
Yeah, I
to
figured
be,
you would say that.
Yeah, recognized.
I just got 3 left. Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the boys. The nephew of Donald Duck, the great nephews of Scrooge McDuck, Dave. The plastics from Mean Girls.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
on my list.
I thought of that, but then it was like Katie is still.
You like more
She's a
associated.
fourth.
Yeah.
She's like a 4th. So
Yeah,
it's like
I agree. And I don't know if this would have went over well, but cheese sauce bread, that's pizza, man.
No,
No, that's not a trio.
That's
It's a
pizza.
hard sell.
that's
Yeah.
like saying I don't know because I thought about.
I think it's a
doing, like-
loophole.
yeah.
Loophole that there's 3 ingredients.
Because I thought about peanut butter and jelly with the bread being the 3rd. That, and I also don't really love jelly. So
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to read them off. Then we'll vote who had the worst draft, and we'll get out of here. Cons football, wings, and beer. Aikman, Smith, and Irvin. 3 Wiseman. Brady, Belichick, and Kraft. Corey, Sean, and Topanga. Rico, 3 Musketeers. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato. LeBron, Wade, and Bosch. Dave, Dan, and KFC. White Sox, Dave. Rock, paper, scissors. Ron, Hermione. Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Henry, Jimmy, and Tommy. The Beastie Boys, Shadow, Chance, and Sassy. Chief, the Holy Trinity, Red, White, and Blue. The Triple Crown, Maddox, Smoltz, and Glavin. Mirepoix. Eddie, the three Stooges, Jordan, Pippen, Rodman. Marshmallow, Chocolate, and Graham Crackers. Hall, Hogan, and Nash. And the Sanderson Sisters.
I think the big lesson from this draft is that we got to make an effort to bring the word stooge back. Start calling everybody stooge.
Lesson learned.
I hope the
Lesson
poll-
learned.
Yeah.
I hope that reflects this here. This is tough.
It is tough.
Yeah, I don't think like anyone did overly. Like I think everyone has a few really good ones, and I think everyone has a couple, maybe a dud or two.
It's just because you have a limited palate.
You want the votes?
Yeah, 1 second. 1 second.
I think Eddie's right. I think we all had at least one miss.
Yeah.
Makes for a good vote.
Yeah.
All right, Rico, who you got?
I got Dave.
Cons, who you got?
I was gonna go Chief, but then as you were reading them, and I realized Dave pretty much just listed out a bunch of movies, and he listed a series that he's only read 3 books of or something that he doesn't even like. It's gotta
I've
be
seen
Dave.
all the movies though.
Great, dude. Your draft stunk. Shut your face.
All right, I voted Cons. His draft actually stunk. Football Wings Beer is not a trio, really.
I can't wait till I go to a bar this fall and I just see a table full of
you got
beer,
fucking
wings, and watching football.
and nachos and a million other things. You just pick 3 things and combine them into one. That's
Damn, Dave is kind of convincing me to change my vote here.
What do you got right now?
Right now, I've got you.
And he's got
You
3
brought back the
football
word.
picks.
You brought back the word stooge from my pick, but you're gonna vote for me.
No, I think I'm switching it. I think I'm going Cons. I'm going Cons.
I don't know how you can ignore.
What?
Well, I mean, I have 2 of the most iconic trios in football history.
So that's 2 votes for Dave, 2 votes for Cons.
I'm voting for
You had 3 football. You had no.
I voted for Chief.
So 2 and 2.
So now you have to switch.
You got to vote again.
All right, so Cons: football, wings, and beer. Aikman, Smith, and Irvin, 3 Wiseman, Brady, Belichick, and Kraft, Corey, Sean, and Topanga, White Sox Dave, rock, paper, scissors, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, Henry. God, I hate your Harry, Ron, and Hermione pick.
I kind of hate that one.
Follow your
too.
heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart, Ed.
That's
Follow your
at
heart.
least a trio.
Doesn't
Football,
matter.
wings, and
You don't
yes,
even
it does
know
matter.
about
That's
it.
what we're drafting. You just picked
whatever,
your 3
dude.
favorite things about football Sunday and Saturday.
Hey Ed, without my one pick, there's no Christmas. So just think about that when December rolls around.
Okay. Listen, this is where I should just vote for you, Dave, because I'm never going to win this room over ever. But I'm going to be an honest and integral man, and I'm going to vote for Cons. I'm sorry, but I think Dave did a little better than you.
Yeah, I would.
You had 4. You missed a trio, basically.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. Dave.
No one says football, wings, and beer. Like
I think
Oh my God.
yeah, like a trio together. It's never
Anybody
thought
who
of
talks
that.
about football in the fall, they always think about that.
I think you jumped into 3 Wiseman because you want to get on the Catholicism train, which is nothing wrong with that, but like it just was unnecessary. It wasn't, you
No,
didn't
I
need-
think that had to go. That had to get drafted.
I don't
It was
know.
on my list too. But I don't know if I would. Yeah, I don't know.
after.
And I think you're being dishonest to yourself. That's all I'm going to say. And you're the commissioner. You could flip your vote right now. I just think you're being dishonest to yourself.
Listen, I would love to vote Dave off.
Then do it.
If Dave,
I didn't catch any. I turned it around after a fucking.
you really did. You really did.
And my rock paper scissors pick was better than any one of your picks.
That is also true.
I don't think so. I think the best pick was probably the Holy Trinity
Thank you.
or Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
I
I
think
don't know. Red, white, and blue snuck up on.
Red,
it.
white, and blue
that
was
was the
good
best
too.
pick of the
red, white, and
draft.
blue is good.
And I'm pissed I didn't think it.
So you voted for me, even though I had 2 of the
You
best
had, I
picks
think,
of the draft.
I didn't think. I mean, Holy Trinity was good. I wasn't like overly impressed by it.
Okay. Watch Ken Jack give me like the French flag for that.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
You got your fun there.
But yeah,
Oh, the Puerto Rican.
all right,
Russian.
Yeah, Russian.
all right, Cons. Unfortunately, you're the stooge of today's draft. I apologize.
You're fucking.
Fair
You got a raw
enough.
deal. You got a raw deal.
All right, then.
happens.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
That's it,
Thanks.
everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday. We'll see you then.